G'day guys, so this is a video that I've been putting off for months now. Way back in the first video I made for ARC, I made a shark cage. On the taming servers, it's one of the most useful boats you can make. So I thought I'd better make a full build tutorial, considering it lends itself easily to the new build restrictions, since it's quite square and it's built down. So there's a few qualities that I add into all these type of boats. They have access to the underwater pen from inside the cab, which is fully furnished with all the basic taming gear. The perimeter of the boat is not built on, so we can easily kill things off the side. There's at least one plant to warn you when people are around and keep them off the boat, and also now to keep the leads at bay. And there's a giant hatch frame in the bottom to allow you getting sharks inside. Anyway, the four shown examples can't be built anymore under the current restrictions. So here I'm going to see what I can do. Grab the rudder and place a pillar down, pull it back until it just swallows the mast. Pillar half a square back. Pillar half a square forward. Foundation next to that. Pillar within the foundation. Demolish the foundation. Then a foundation back towards the rudder from that pillar. Place it towards the back because we don't want a foundation over the mast just yet. Pillar over the centre square and lower foundation over the rudder. And fill the rest in. Okay, so now we have to extend the sides with ceilings. Extend the back as well, except for the square behind the rudder. So this is what we've ended up with, a 4x5 foundation with gaps front and back centre. So now I'm going to build a wall down from the front, so over the gap place a thatched ceiling. And 5 walls down from that. Okay, so now under that thatched ceiling we can snap a foundation, which will lock that wall in place. Two ramps either side of the gap at the back. And get rid of that thatched ceiling. The wall will remain glued to that foundation. Okay, so now we'll build the cab on top. Place some door frames either side of the rudder. Then 2 walls forward and 3 walls across. This is actually going to make quite a large cab, which we don't need. If you want to create it smaller, you can do that. Join it all up and then sealing it in. Throw some doors in. Now we're sealing out over the gap at the back. This is as far back as we can extend it because we can't get those corner ceilings in at the back. To make it easier to place the walls down, I place a ceiling over the gap. Wall it in and then demolish the ceiling. And then 5 walls down from the back. So this will be 1 square higher than the front. We need that extra extension down at the front, so we can build the ceiling linking them two up. Then build 2 extra ceilings out from the sides, so it's going to be 5 wide. And then you can get rid of the extension and it'll all stay there. Now the gaps in the floor are filled in with giant hatch frames. Not only does it allow sharks to get in and out, it's more efficient on pieces. Okay, so now the only really annoying part of the build is placing the dino gates in. Don't use fence foundations as it'll use up valuable pieces. So when placing them, you want it to overhang the front and back a little bit, but be in a bit from the sides. Once you get that first one in, you can snap another one along the side. You want to avoid snapping too many together, as if you demolish that first one, the next one will go down as well. So now we do the same thing but along the front. Place a gate down along the front, then snap another one down along the side. Now do the same thing for the other side. Now you can snap your 8 doors in. And hopefully you don't have any gaps between those doors. Now when you open them, they should alternate. One goes in, one goes out. That's the way we want it. So to trap animals, it's far easier to have the doors open inwards. But to get out, we want one opening outwards. Okay, one of those doors opened the wrong way, but sometimes that happens with dino doors. Now just slap a ladder in behind the rudder, so we can get from that bottom pen into the cab on top, without having to go outside. Okay, so that actually completes the boat build. So we'll see how many pieces we've got left over to furnish it. So 5 pieces. Now just get rid of all these ceilings. So since this is pretty much just a trapping and taming boat, we don't need that much stuff on it. But you always need a smithy, and that can be your main storage as well. Fireplace to keep yourself fed. A preserving bin to keep the taming food in. And a bed. You always need a bed. And for the final piece, I'll put a plant on the back. Having at least one plant makes a big difference, as long as you can keep it there. It's not going to stop people raiding your boat, but it's going to give you early warning when someone's around and stop them landing on your boat. And of course, stop the leads from following you. So now we can house or trap up to a shark in this boat. To trap sharks, it's easier to have someone bait the shark to the surface and then ram the boat over the top of it. But if you're by yourself, you can get it up through the hatch frame if you need to. Taming dolphins and mantas is easy now. You just get them to follow you through one of the dino doors. Preferably one that opens inwards, as it's much easier. And because we kept the sides open, we can easily kill things off the side that follow you into the boat, without having to jump in with them. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you needed more pieces left over, you could easily shave that top cap down a little bit, but the lack of symmetry would annoy me too much. But we've kept all the qualities of the previous boats, and actually made an even larger pen. So it's passable. For building on a motorboat, you probably don't need the pen any bigger, but you'd have a load of pieces left over for your fridge and generator and all that defences, etc. Anyway, a few people have been reporting that the patch has brought back foundation extensions on the PC. If anyone can confirm that, let me know.